In competitive exams like NEET and JEE, what matters the most? Multiple choice questions. So you might be an excellent Ratta master, but when it comes to NEET exam, NEET JEE, you need to showcase your skills in solving the MCQs, solving them correct, and solving them in time. So are you practicing sufficient amount of MCQs? Can you do 3000 MCQs a month? Yeah, you heard me right. 3000 MCQs a month. Is it possible? Yes, it is. So let's do a reverse calculation. 3000 MCQs a month would be approx 100 MCQs every day, and 100 MCQs, let's say in the beginning you take around 5 minutes to do every MCQs. So overall you will require somewhere around 8.5 hours to complete 100 MCQs. So that's like too much of time to invest. So the trick is to finish 100 MCQs and to just invest around 4 to 5 hours only. Okay, so which will be around 2.5 to 3 minutes. Correct? 100 MCQs and putting 2 to 3 minutes for each MCQs, and at the end investing around 4 to 5 hours. So I hope that got your attention now. So how do we do that? Kare to kaise kare? So 3 simple things that you can follow and do this. So first one is to have subject goals. So bio has to be the strongest subject, no doubt, it has to be the strongest one. But apart from bio, you need another strong subject to win the NEET. Bio cannot be your only subject. So that's the mistake which most of the students do. They over rely on one particular subject. So bio has to be 100% strong. You have to complete 100% concepts from bio. And let's say from you pick up your next strong subject, which is chemistry. So in chemistry, let's say after picking up all the important topics, your favorite topics, the ones that you are strong at, you finish around 60 to 70% in chemistry. And physics, the third one, will be your bonus subject. So let's say you do around 30 to 40% in physics. The more you do, the better it would be. So bio 100%, chemistry somewhere around 60 to 70%, and physics is around 30 to 40%. So in the last 2 subjects, whatever more you can do, that would be, the add-on, the bonus marks. But if you could just follow the percentage of portion that I have given, you would guaranteed get a 450 marks plus, even more than 450 actually. Okay, so now let's see how many MCQs we should be doing. Out of 100 MCQs in a day, do 50 bio, do 30 chemistry, and do 20 physics. Okay, now I'm sure it sounds pretty easy. 50 MCQs in a day of bio, very simple. Just 20 MCQs to do in physics. I mean, I'm sure just listening to the number 20 MCQs, you would be right, you can solve it in less than an hour. That can be your ratio throughout the month. So that was point 1, selecting your subject goals. Point number 2, selecting the right books. So it's like selecting basic ingredients while you cook. So if the chef gets proper ingredients, he can cook an excellent dish. Okay, but if the ingredients are not proper, he doesn't get the right ingredients, then the dish might not come up the way expected. Similarly, the books that you will follow will result into the marks that you get. You might have an excellent plan, you might follow this plan what I'm giving you very religiously, but if you're not doing it from the right book, all the plan goes into a drain. So you should have 2 things with you. One is the NCERT textbook and the other one is an MCQ book. So most of the time students only sit and stick to the MCQ book. The thing MCQ kar liya sab ho gaya. That's not complete. You have to read the NCERT book as well. For subjects like physics and chemistry, read the book at least twice. And for bio, it's very, very important that you make sure you are reading the entire text at least 5 to 6 times. So with this, what will happen is your concepts will get stronger, your speed of solving the questions will become faster. Certain questions in the MCQs, you will find that they have directly been picked up from the NCERT. So reading the textbook is a must. Okay, it's very, very important for all the 3 subjects. Now, next thing what's important is an MCQ book. What I would suggest is, instead of solving MCQs from 5 different books, stick to one particular book and solve MCQs 5 times from that as well. So that builds on your concepts again. And once you're done with that, go solve mock papers. Solve some 50-60 mock papers. Okay, so NCERT textbook and the MCQ book both go hand in hand and both are important. Now, another third most important thing, just solve. Solve the MCQs, learn the concept through the MCQs. Now, what I mean by that is, if you've done with a particular concept or you've seen a video of a chapter and you think that you've understood that chapter, keep the textbook open, keep your notes, keep your synopsis, everything in front of you, and pick up the topic from the MCQ book and start solving. Okay, so you read the question, you check in the book where is it, see what the answer could be, and start solving like an open book test type. Okay, so in that way you're learning the concept and you're solving the MCQs. Do not sit till the end thinking that once I finish these many chapters then I will start solving the MCQs. No, you will be in a big trouble. You have to do both simultaneously, solving the MCQs and building up your concepts. Maybe sometimes when you're solving, you'll come across questions which you do not know. No problem. Mark that and go to the next one. Then the next one. Maybe you do not know a series of questions. That's okay. Mark them and start solving the next one. Our aim is to finish 100 correct questions. And at the end you have done with that, go back to the questions that you've not understood, learn them, get help from somebody and start practicing again. Okay, and every time you're doing a question, make sure you're putting 100% all your energy and your focus. Read the question properly, read the options properly. Do not be in a haste or hurry to finish off that 100 questions. Read everything, the question and the option. You can use the elimination method, delete all the non-relevant ones so you get the answer which is closer to the question. Sometimes the options are very close to each other, like there's just a change in the decimal or in a zero or the plus minus sign. So do not be in a hurry. Read the option and question thoroughly. Okay, initially you might take a lot of time, but that's okay. You need to get into that habit. You need to put yourself into that habit of solving. It's okay if you take a lot of time, but as you continuously do this, you will see that by the end you're able to solve much faster and you're able to do more than 100 MCQs a day. So I guarantee if you follow this method, what I've told you, putting your energy, putting all the focus, religiously following it for the next 30 days, your speed is going to increase. You're going to achieve more questions than you began. You're definitely going to see results in your marks as well as in your speed and concept. So maybe you'll come across some doubts or you want some help, you need some advice for certain things. Do write to us. We have our Instagram page, which is meritstore_in. DM us and we'll be more than happy to help. So follow this technique and do let us know how it helped. Thank you. Good luck.